I was asked by a friend of mine who knows that I'm a Trump supporter and that I'm a black male Trump supporter to respond to this particular post by Michael Baisden Live. What's up with some black men? Yes, the vast majority of them are voting for Biden, but some are voting for Trump. And why can't we count on them to come out in large numbers like black women? This is the man who tried to delegitimize the first black president by calling him Kenyan. This is the man who called protesting NFL players sons of bitches. The Central Park Five, discrimination against black tenants in his buildings, Charlottesville, and the list goes on and on. If this blatant racist doesn't bring out gross, grown ass black men, I don't know what will. Your thoughts? Well, I'm going to give my thoughts in this video, which is probably going to be a little bit lengthy. So, but I invite you to listen and watch and see what you see and actually have an open mind and see what you can learn. Let's go. In most cases, you probably never heard about this case if you lived outside of New York until Donald Trump ran for president. But in any case, let's take a look at this. You got your information from these documentaries, which were said to be lies. You heard it from the horse's mouth, the detective on the case. Well, he also mentioned this website, Central Park 5 JoggersAttackers.com. Go there, you will find lots of information that was not placed inside of these documentaries alongside two video clips that I've placed here. One is Kevin Richardson giving his statement. Now, I want you to pay close attention to when he's asked a few questions at the first, this is just the beginning of it, within the first minute of the interview. Take a listen.
My name is Elizabeth Lederer. I'm an assistant district attorney in New York County. I'm going to ask you a few questions about what happened in Central Park on the night of April 19th of 1989. Before I do that, I just want to state it is now 20 minutes to 5 in the morning on the morning of April 21st of 1989. We're at the 24th precinct. Before I go any further, I want to warn you of your rights with respect to statements you make now. You have the right to remain silent and to refuse to answer any questions. Do you understand?
Yes.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand? You have the right to consult a lawyer now before any questioning and have a lawyer present during any questioning. Do you understand? If you have no lawyer, cannot afford a lawyer will be provided for you now free of charge before any questioning. Do you understand? Having been advised of your rights, are you willing to tell me the truth at this time about what happened in Central Park on the night of April 19th of 1989?
Yes.
Before I go any further, I just want to say there is another gentleman here in the room, the man over here. Who is that man?
Paul.
Okay, what is your name?
Kevin Mitchell.
And, sir, could you please just state your name and address?
Paul L. Richardson.
And are you Kevin Richardson's father?
Yes, sir.
Also present in the room at this time is Detective John Hardigan. I believe you met Detective Hardigan earlier. We also have a video technician who is tape recording and filming our interview at this time. It would be helpful when I ask you questions if you could answer out loud, either say yes or no so that we can hear what you have to say. I see you're wearing a jacket zipped all the way up. Are you cold or warm? Or?
I was cold.
You're all right now? Have you been getting something to eat tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, you feeling all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Earlier, Detective Hardigan spoke to you and took a statement from you. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know it's habit, but could you answer out loud? Yes or no? And could you just turn your chair so you're facing us a little bit? At the time that he gave you, that he took the statement from you, did he give you the rights the way I just did?
Yes.
And was your father present in the room when he interviewed you earlier?
Yes. Okay, so stop it right there. So two things. Larry Elder said that it was a lie. The prosecutor said it was a lie, that they were not given food and that their parents were not there. You see right here on the video, his father is sitting in the interview with him. Okay, and also he just stated the father was with him earlier when he was interviewed by the detective. He also stated that he ate food. He was cold. He got his jacket. I'm not sure if he had the jacket before or if he was given a jacket. So hopefully, if you have an open mind and you're not being emotional, you're seeing some things here. But wait, there's more. Raymond Santana was the second young man mentioned directly by the detective in the Larry Elder interview. So let's take a listen again. This is two young men. Let's listen to his interview.
Excuse me, hold on.
Okay.
Hi. My name is Elizabeth Lederer. I'm an assistant district attorney in New York County. I'd like to ask you some questions about what happened in Central Park on the night of April 19th, 1989. Before I ask you about what happened, let me just ask, sir, could you please give your name?
My name is Raymond Santana.
And what is your relation to this young man here? Your father? All right. Also present in the room right now are Detective Arroyo and Detective Sheehan from the police department. Before I go any further, I want to warn you of your rights with respect to statements that you may make now. You have the right to remain silent and to refuse to answer any questions. Do you understand? Okay, could you answer out loud, please?
Yes.
Anything that you say can be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to consult a lawyer now before any questioning and have a lawyer present during any questioning. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you have no lawyer or cannot afford a lawyer will be provided for you now free of charge before any questioning. Do you understand? Now that I've advised you of your rights, are you willing to tell me the truth about what happened in Central Park on the night of April 19th of 1989? Okay. Let me just say for so that the record's clear, there is somebody else in the room with us who is recording the statement so that we can be sure that we get it right. It is now 2:20 in the morning of April 21st of 1989, and we are at the 24th precinct.
Okay, I'm pausing it right there. You can go watch the video yourself by going to the website above. But you notice that his father is in the room. He also was given food to eat. So if that stuff is true, right out of their mouths, okay? And that draws into questions some things that were said in these documentaries. What else is true that you didn't hear about or don't believe or don't know? More than likely, if you as you go on to listen to more and more of the testimonies by these young men, their confessions, and also the evidence that was presented at the case, you will see that they were far from being completely innocent. Okay, maybe they were exonerated, but the question is whether or not they should have been. And so it is not necessarily a racist thing for Donald Trump to mention that he didn't believe this, with all this other evidence going on and right there with in front of us. So it doesn't make you a racist because you're questioning someone's story. It's like questioning O.J. Simpson. You all know he did it. We all know he did it. We know he did, but yeah, it is what it is, right? But it doesn't make you a racist. So why am I a black male who supports President Donald Trump? Well, it's because my eyes have always been open to listening to truth, open to listening to possibilities, open to being objective, open to seeing what's right in front of me, plain and simple. And I see a man who did not need to do what he did, who does not need to take all the arrows. I see a man who was revered and talked about in hip hop artist songs and praised by the left and praised by so many people for so long, who only once he decided to go against this really wicked system, only then was he labeled a racist, what Democrats do anyway. They label Republicans racist. That's how they win. They know that you are so hurt and so full of pain and so full of anger that the moment that that term racism is thrown in front of you as a black person, you're going to automatically jump to their their commands. You're going to answer to their whistles. Well, I tell you this much. Take the time, think about what was in this video. Maybe you fast forwarded to the end of this video. You don't have to watch all at one time straight through, but watch parts of it and see for yourself the lies that were posted earlier, and see for yourself the lies you've been told. And once you see the lies, be open enough and be man enough and woman enough to say, I was wrong. And I promise you, things are going to go so much better for us as a nation once this man is reelected. God bless you and God keep you.